Hi there, I'm Mandy Gatlin, and welcome to this video on awakening your lucid dream state. Today I'm going to talk to you about what it means to have lucid dreams and also give you some tips about how you can achieve the lucid dream state more easily and even use it to heal or play in your dreams. So what is a lucid dream? Basically being in a state of awareness in your dreams. So it means that you are in fact awake or aware that you are having a dream. So more often we usually have dreams where we're just playing out, we're going through motions, we're not really aware that we are in fact in a dream. And the Tibetan yogis believe that there are 3 stages to our dream state. And that would be the first stage of dream state, which is you're not really in any awareness. You're more like a victim in your dream, or you're just going along in your dream. And in this stage, a lot of people have nightmares. So you may have experienced this where something's happening to you in the dream. The example I like to use is the one of a big tidal wave coming in and rushing over you. So in the first stage to the Tibetan yogis, they would see this as a phase where you're in the dream, you're not aware, you see a wave, and you do one of 2 things. You either freeze as you're staring at this huge wave that might be coming to crash upon you, or you react and you run the other way. Either way, you're in a state of reaction in this phase. It's not good or bad, it's just something to be aware about. And it does reflect to you in your waking life what might be going on for you in your everyday life. If you take a look at how you experience life and situations, are you just reacting to how things are happening? Do you face your fears or do you run from them? So this is a great way of looking at how you are behaving and maybe where you can heal some things for yourself. So in the second phase, this is where you start to wake up just a little bit. You actually become more aware in this phase. So you might know that you are in a dream, but you're still reacting. So for example, say with the tidal wave, in this phase, the tidal wave approaches and you realize, wow, something seems different about this place that I'm in. This wave seems really big. And then boom, all of a sudden you realize you're in a dream. And then you say, maybe I can do something. Maybe I can change the wave. Maybe I can make it smaller since I'm in a dream. Or maybe I can swim like a fish and the water won't affect me. So then you do it. So in this phase, you are indeed hitting that state of being in a lucid state. The lucidity just means that you are very coherent and aware that you are in that dream. Now, to the Tibetan yogis, this isn't a place of complete enlightenment yet. You've basically mastered the art of being lucid. But all this reveals is that you think you can still do something about a situation. So, for example, that big tidal wave is coming, it's approaching, it's going to crash upon you, but you decide, I can make a change here. I can make this different. I can fix that wave. So again, look at how this reflects or reveals something about your everyday life. So in your everyday life, are you still trying to control things? Are you trying to control situations or people, make them different? And it reveals a lot in terms of your nature and whether you're still reacting, okay? So now in the third phase, this is the phase where you finally realize that you are in fact in a dream, but the whole thing is just an illusion. right? It's just all perception. Whether that wave is big, small, is scary or not, it's all an illusion. So, to the Tibetan yogis, they would say this is the phase where you're really in a place of mastering and becoming more enlightened. You see the wave, it's approaching, and you just say, oh well, it's a wave. Now, whether we can all do this or not is to be determined, right? So, you might have moments in your dream state where you wake up and you realize, wow, I was dreaming and I knew I was dreaming, and I did do something in a really calm way. I didn't react, and it might be few and far between, or you might be doing it all the time. But the point to this video is to help you realize that you can work towards getting to that third phase more and more. And you can use lucid dreaming as that place of practicing this. So if you want to use that time in your night to practice and achieve enlightenment and reach a state of healing, you most certainly can. And don't think that this is going to take away from your restfulness or your nurturing time during the night. If you read the post along with this video, you'll see that there are 4 to 5 stages in our sleeping time. And the first and second stage are the times when you're really getting your most restful sleep. Now, it's in the third stage where you're starting to enter that rapid eye movement stage, and then into the fourth and fifth phases, that's where you're really going into the dream state, where you're in rapid eye movement state. So this is where you really want to allow yourself to not only have the nurturing time, but then give yourself some extra time in the morning, especially. If you want to do this as a practice, what I suggest is allowing yourself to sleep in, because these stages of your sleep usually last about 90 minutes. You're usually doing a cycle, many cycles in the night. So you're doing like 10 to 15 of these cycles over and over again. And in your first couple of cycles, your dream state only lasts about 5 minutes. And then it increases each time you're in the cycle. So by the time you reach the early morning hours, then you're in that place of your cycle is, at the end of your cycle, it's lengthened, and you have more time to explore in that lucid state. So it might give you a greater opportunity to really work through something in your dreams. Now, it's not to say that you aren't allowed to play or explore or, try to control something and do something a different way. That's certainly a part of your progress and your journey, and I think you should do it. But you definitely want to allow yourself to evolve and get to that place where you're starting to feel more at peace with not having to control everything so much. It will give you a greater sense of joy in your life and release a lot of shoulds and suffering for you if you start to realize that it really, all of that is just created. It's an illusion, it's drama. You don't have to feed it. Okay? So what I want to do now is make a few suggestions about how you can make lucid dreaming happen more frequently for you. So one of the ways is to keep a dream journal. So if you don't know that you are dreaming, then it's pretty impossible to have a lucid dream. And most people dream. Pretty much everyone dreams, but a lot of people will say to me, I don't think I dream. I never remember them. But that has a lot to do with your awareness state. So again, that is a reflection to you about where you are in your awareness. And by using a journal, you are in fact training your brain to remember. So it becomes more important to you now. And what you want to do is allow yourself to have your dreams and then wake up and jot down as many details as you can about your dream state. That will definitely help you. Another way of creating a reminder is to use like a plastic band on your arm, something like a plastic band or a bracelet, so that every time you see it, it reminds you to take notice about what is going on in your day or what you see. I like to also use it as a reminder to say to myself, am I awake or am I dreaming? And if you say that over and over again enough, it's again training your brain so that when you are in a dream, you ask yourself, am I awake or am I in a dream right now? And just taking that moment to ask that question in your dream state will give you that boom, aha, where you're saying, oh, I am in a dream. So that's what you want to do, is train your brain, basically practice. Now, another way that I help myself get into a lucid state is I read lucid dream books. So there are a lot of great dream books on the market you can find. Keep them by your nightstand, and right before you go to bed, grab that book and read just a couple of pages. Again, it's encouraging your mind to say, I do want to dream. I want to remember my dreams. Again, this is a trick. You can lay in bed, and as you're kind of drifting off, you want to be saying things like, I do want to have a dream tonight. I do want to have a lucid dream tonight. I do want to remember, and I do want to wake up in my dream state. So saying these things over and over again are like mottos, mantras. They're training your brain to get into that state. So one of the examples that I like to give of one of my favorite lucid dreams that I had was when I was in a lucid state, and I was in a dark bookstore. And I was walking through this bookstore, and I was turning to go to a specific shelf, and I knew I was there to buy a particular book. But I realized that it was dark in this building and in this room. I recognized the place. It was a spiritual bookstore that I had been to. And yet I realized I was the only one there, and it was very dark. And this triggered me because I took a moment to say, it's dark in here and this doesn't seem right. And then I realized I had the aha that I was in fact in a dream. But I didn't let that stop me. I said, well, I'm here for a book. I know I'm here for a particular book, so I'm going to go find that book. And this is one of the greatest tips that I can give you for staying in a lucid dream, is to keep playing out the adventure, keep being curious. Even if you do accidentally wake up out of a lucid dream, allow yourself to remember, oh yeah, I was lucid dreaming and I knew where I was, and try to set the scene up again in your mind and let yourself fall back asleep. You'll go through that cycle, and then you'll go back into that lucid dream. That's very common for lucid dreamers to be able to go back in. So in this case, I was in that bookstore, it was dark, I was walking for this book, I kept going. That's the tip, keep going in your dream, be curious. And at some point, I went for the book, and it was up on a really high shelf. And I just went for it. I said, oh, I'm gonna reach it, and I grabbed it. And then I felt my head bumping something, and I was like, what is that? And I looked up, and it was the ceiling. And I looked at the book, and I said, well, I'm still here for the book. I'd like to see what's in the book. And as I looked at the book, I kind of looked down, and I realized, oh, I'm floating here. I'm actually flying at this point. But I didn't let that stop me. I kept going. I was curious about why I was there for the book. And as I looked at the book, then I opened it and shards of light started streaming out of the book, and it looked so beautiful. And then I looked down and I realized shards of light were also streaming out of my chest, my heart chakra. And I got very excited. I knew why I was there for this book. And yet I still kept going with this stream. Why was I there for the book? And at some point, my body started humming and vibrating, and I realized that the vibration was getting stronger, and it was starting to scare me a little bit, and that's boom, when I woke up, I came out of it. And usually that is something that happens in lucid dream state. If you start to feel panicked or fear or something like that, generally that's when you'll pop out of that state. So again, this is all a reflection to you. And this is why I like to say that you are naturally progressing as a being here. And you'll see that with your dreams, as you make progress on your spiritual journey, you'll start to see how your dreams change. I know back when I used to do I wasn't even doing readings, actually. I was more like a victim to the spirits coming to me. I didn't understand what was happening. They were just showing up. That definitely was a reflection of how my dreams were. I had so many nightmares back then. I really felt unsettled, and my dream state reflected that. And then as I became more curious about what was happening to me, as I opened my heart to what was really going on and tried to see this from a place of love, that's when my dreams started to change. They started to become more beautiful, more profound, more vivid, and I really started to understand why I was having those dreams. Now my dreams are so amazing. They're more a reflection of where I am in my spiritual journey. It's not to say that I still don't have weird dreams. At times I do. And I just chalk that up to sometimes the environment that I've been in or something I watched on TV. But your dream state can really be a tool. It can really be a practice and a reflection to you. So now for the last couple of minutes of this video, what I would like to do is do a very quick meditation to show you how you can relax yourself at night. And this works great if you do wake up in that time, like the early morning hours, when you wake up and you feel very awake. It's what I call the spirit hour. It's usually between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. And if you are on an enlightenment journey, a lot of people start waking up at this hour, and that's when you get your greatest downloads, messages, signs, and it's an amazing time to meditate. So what I would love to do is take a moment with you now and do a little meditation to help you connect and help you feel more at peace, and set your intention so that you can, in fact, lucid dream more often. Okay? So let's go ahead and start the meditation. If you're ready, just go ahead and sit back in your chair or lie down and close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in and then release it, and relax your body. Relax your shoulders. Take another deep breath in, and as you release it, feel everything in your body relax. Feel your face muscles relax. Feel all the muscles in your body sinking down and becoming very, very relaxed. And now just become aware of the breath entering into your body. So as you breathe in through your nose, feel the air, the cool air coming in and touching the tip of your nose as you breathe in. And just allow yourself to breathe normally, breathing in and out. And staying very, very focused on your breath. And just telling yourself that tonight you would like to lucid dream. That your heart would be happy to discover new things in your dream state. That you're willing and open to the expansion that would come with being in that lucid dream state. And keep focusing on your breath coming in and going out. And if you like, you can allow your breath to come in and travel up. Feel your energy travel up to the top of your head. And as you breathe out, feel your energy go down, travel down to your bottom chakra, all the way down. Breathe in and feel the energy come up to the top of your head. And as you breathe out, feel the energy go down to your bottom chakra. And just continue, almost like you have a little ball and you're moving it up as you breathe up, and as you breathe out, the ball goes down. And just stay focused and very alert on your breath, going up and down. This allows you to have a very vivid, alert state, keeping yourself awake and aware of what's going on in your energy, taking note of how this feels in your body. Just noticing it, just noticing how you feel relaxed and breathing in and breathing out. Having this focus allows you to build your focus so that when you go into dream state, you can carry that focus over into your dream state. And now allow a slight smile to come over your face, allowing yourself to have a childlike nature, to feel joyful about being in this relaxed state. And just setting the intention that you're open and free to discover in your dreams. Breathing in one last time, nice deep breath, and then breathing out through your mouth, saying ah, and feeling relaxed. And I'd like to thank you so much for joining me for this video. Once again, my name is Mandy Gatlin. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And feel free to join me on this channel for more meditations. Thank you so much, and I'm sending you all my love. Bye.